Imagine the vast, sun-baked deserts of Egypt, more than 100 years ago, a place where the golden sands stretch endlessly beneath a blazing sky, hiding secrets millions of years old beneath their surface. In this unforgiving landscape, German paleontologist Ernst Stromer embarked on a journey not for lost treasures or ancient pharaohs, but for something even more extraordinary: the remains of prehistoric giants that once ruled this land. In 1912, Stromer's trusted collector, Richard Markgraf, made a discovery that would change paleontology forever. He unearthed enormous, bizarre bones from the Baharia Formation, deep in the Egyptian desert. Stromer was quick to realize that these fossils belonged to a creature unlike any other known at the time. In 1915, he officially named it Spinosaurus aegyptiacus, the spine lizard from Egypt, after the towering spines that set it apart from all other dinosaurs. The most astonishing feature of Spinosaurus was its massive neural spines, some taller than a grown man, which formed a dramatic sail along its back. This sail was unlike anything seen before, sparking imaginations and scientific debates alike. Yet Stromer had only fragments to work with: a partial jaw, a few vertebrae, and those remarkable spines. With so little to go on, he had to piece together the rest of the animal by comparing it to other large meat-eating dinosaurs, making educated guesses about its appearance and lifestyle. By 1936, using the best evidence available, Spinosaurus was reconstructed as a massive two-legged predator with a crocodile-like snout and that mysterious sail, towering over the ancient riverbanks it once called home. Stromer was convinced that Spinosaurus was so unique, it deserved its own family, Spinosauridae, a bold proposal that would shape dinosaur science for decades to come. For many years, this incomplete, enigmatic image, a fearsome, sail-backed hunter, was all the world knew of Spinosaurus. It captured the imagination of scientists and the public alike, becoming a symbol of prehistoric mystery. But the story of Spinosaurus was far from over. The puzzle had only just begun, and the desert sands still held secrets waiting to be revealed. Stromer's Spinosaurus fossils were kept in Munich's Bavarian state collection. He knew their value and feared for their safety as World War II escalated. Stromer pleaded for the fossils to be moved, but his warnings were ignored. In April 1944, Allied bombs destroyed the museum, and with it, the only known Spinosaurus bones. All that survived were Stromer's notes, drawings, and a few photos. The world lost its only Spinosaurus specimen, turning the dinosaur into a ghost of science. For 50 years, researchers relied solely on Stromer's records. No new studies, no new technology, just memories and sketches. The Cretaceous giant was discovered, then lost, leaving behind a haunting mystery. The search for Spinosaurus would have to start over. For decades, Spinosaurus was a mystery, until its relatives surfaced. In 1983, William Walker found a huge claw in England. It belonged to Baryonyx, a dinosaur with a crocodile-like snout and fish scales in its stomach. Baryonyx confirmed Stromer's ideas. Spinosaurids were fish-eaters. In 1998, Paul Sereno's team discovered Suchomimus in Niger, a long-snouted, spine-backed dinosaur from ancient river deltas. Suchomimus had a low ridge of spines, linking it to Spinosaurus. These finds revealed Spinosaurids were semi-aquatic, with powerful arms and claws for fishing. Now scientists could imagine Spinosaurus more clearly, a riverbank hunter, built for water and land. Baryonyx and Suchomimus were the missing links filling gaps in the Spinosaurus story. The family portrait was coming into focus. Spinosaurus was no longer alone. The mystery was unraveling. As paleontologists uncovered new relatives and pieced together ancient mysteries, Spinosaurus quickly captured not just the scientific community's attention, but also the imagination of people around the world. Its unique appearance and mysterious past made it irresistible to storytellers, and soon, Hollywood took notice. In 2001, Spinosaurus roared onto the big screen as the main antagonist in Jurassic Park 3. For millions of moviegoers, this was their first introduction to the so-called super predator, a dinosaur even more fearsome than the legendary T-Rex. The filmmakers combined features from Spinosaurus's known relatives and Ernst Stromer's iconic sail, but the body was largely modeled after the more familiar T-Rex, with a massive head and powerful jaws. On screen, Spinosaurus was depicted as a two-legged, lightning-fast predator, capable of taking down anything in its path. In a now famous scene, it even defeated a T-Rex in a dramatic, teeth-gnashing showdown that left audiences stunned. This controversial moment sparked endless debates among fans and scientists alike. Could Spinosaurus really have bested the mighty T-Rex? Was it truly the new king of the dinosaurs, or was Hollywood taking creative liberties? The truth was, the movie Spinosaurus was based on only fragmentary fossils, and a lot of speculation. Much of its anatomy was still a mystery, and paleontologists were left with more questions than answers. Hollywood's version showed a land-hunting, bipedal monster, an image that stuck in the public's mind for years, shaping how people imagined this enigmatic predator. While the movie Spinosaurus was thrilling and unforgettable, it was far from scientifically accurate. The real animal's life and habits remained shrouded in mystery, waiting for new discoveries to reveal the truth. As paleontologists continued their search, they began to uncover clues that suggested the real Spinosaurus was even stranger and more fascinating than anyone had imagined. The movie monster was about to meet reality, as new fossil finds promised to rewrite everything we thought we knew. The next wave of discoveries would challenge old assumptions and change the story of Spinosaurus forever. Spinosaurus was ready for its scientific comeback, and the world was about to see it in a whole new light. The truth, long buried in stone, was finally about to surface, revealing a creature more extraordinary than fiction. The ghost of Stromer's fossils lingered, haunting the world of paleontology for decades. The original bones, lost to war, left behind only sketches and questions, fueling a mystery that seemed unsolvable. For years, the scientific community could only speculate about the true nature of Spinosaurus, piecing together fragments of evidence and imagination. But everything changed when Nizar Ibrahim's team made a breakthrough in Morocco, reigniting hope and curiosity. Their journey was not just a scientific expedition, but a quest to resurrect a lost giant from the sands of time. After a detective-like search, following rumors and local stories, they uncovered a new partial Spinosaurus skeleton in the Kem beds, one of the richest fossil sites in North Africa. In 2014, the world saw for the first time bones unlike any other theropod. Short, paddle-like hind legs and dense, solid bones that defied expectations. These fossils challenged everything we thought we knew about predatory dinosaurs. These legs were too weak for running. They were a puzzle, hinting at a very different lifestyle. The bones resembled those of aquatic animals, with a density and structure more suited to water than land. Dense bones help with buoyancy, allowing animals to dive and swim without floating uncontrollably to the surface. All evidence pointed to a life spent in water, rivers, swamps, and wetlands that once covered the region. The team reconstructed Spinosaurus as a long-bodied, short-legged quadruped, awkward and lumbering on land, but streamlined for swimming, with a body plan never before seen in a giant dinosaur. Its center of gravity was forward, shifting its weight and balance in a way that made terrestrial movement difficult. This made Spinosaurus a clumsy walker, ill-suited for chasing prey on land but perfectly adapted for a different kind of hunting. Instead, it was a potential aquatic specialist, a dinosaur that had evolved to dominate the waterways. Spinosaurus was no longer just a fish eater, it was a predator that had taken to the rivers, hunting massive fish and perhaps even other aquatic creatures. It was a dinosaur designed for water, with every bone and muscle shaped by its aquatic environment. The spine lizard had become a true river monster, a legend reborn from the depths of prehistory. Science had rewritten the legend, transforming our understanding of what dinosaurs could be. The aquatic enigma was born, forever changing the story of the world's most mysterious predator. The 2014 aquatic Spinosaurus model was revolutionary and controversial. Nizar Ibrahim's team argued it was a semi-aquatic specialist, citing dense bones and short legs. Critics, like Don Henderson, used digital models to argue Spinosaurus would be too buoyant to dive, tipping over in water. Some proposed it was a wading ambush hunter, like a giant heron, snatching fish from the shallows. The debate raged, swimmer or wader. The skeleton was still incomplete, especially the tail. Without it, the true lifestyle of Spinosaurus remained uncertain. The next fossil find would be crucial. The mystery deepened. The debate reached a turning point when Ibrahim's team returned to Morocco and found a nearly complete Spinosaurus tail. The tail was deep and paddle-like, with tall spines, unlike any other theropod. It resembled the tail of a giant newt or crocodile, not a land predator. In 2020, they published their findings. The tail was a powerful propulsive organ for swimming, Robotic models showed it generated strong thrust in water. This supported the idea of Spinosaurus as an active aquatic predator. Its short legs, forward center of mass, and paddle tail suggested it was awkward on land. Some even proposed it walked on its knuckles, rarely leaving the water. The evidence for a river-dwelling dinosaur was stronger than ever. Spinosaurus had truly embraced life in the water. The paddle-tail discovery fueled debate, but technology offered new answers. Scientists used CT scans and digital modeling to reconstruct Spinosaurus in detail. In 2022, Paul Sereno and Nathan Meyervold's team built a digital Spinosaurus, adding muscles, organs, and air sacs. Their results challenged the aquatic theory. Spinosaurus was stable on two legs and too buoyant to dive deeply. They proposed it was a semi-aquatic bimodal predator, comfortable on land and in water like a crocodile. The tail might have been used for swimming and display. Competing models showed how different methods led to different conclusions. The mystery persisted: swimmer, wader, or both. Spinosaurus defied easy answers. The debate continued. After a century of discovery and debate, Spinosaurus remains a fascinating puzzle. Today it's seen as a versatile, semi-aquatic predator, wading for fish but also moving on land. Media like Walking with Dinosaurs show it as a shoreline master, while movies still favor the dramatic river monster. What's certain, Spinosaurus was the longest theropod, with a sail, crocodile snout, dense bones, and a paddle tail. It was a specialist, ruling North Africa's rivers 95 million years ago. Yet questions remain. How did it use its tail? Was it a swimmer, a wader, or both? Did it walk on two legs or four? Was it a pursuit predator or an ambush hunter? More fossils are needed to solve these mysteries. The face of Spinosaurus keeps changing. One thing is clear: this dinosaur still has secrets to reveal.